In this kit here, we have tried to demonstrate the conversion of voltage into regulated 5-volt power supply. So as you can see, we've used a 78XX series voltage regulator IC. So here we have used a 7805 voltage regulator IC, which converts the input power into regulated 5-volt output power supply. So as you can see, there's an LED here which is glowing. It means that power from the battery is converted into 5 volts regulated power and then supplied to the LED. So we can check this power supply using a digital multimeter. So the black terminal is the common terminal which is connected to the ground of the voltage regulator. So the first stem, at the first stem we should get the input power supply, that is almost 9 volts from the battery, and at the third stem we should get 5 volts power supply, which is the output of the voltage regulator IC. So this is how the kit works, and you can order this kit from our website kitsguru.com, where you'll find 2 versions of the kit. One is where you'll get all the components separately, which is a complete breakdown kit. You can assemble all the components together using our video tutorials. And the second version is where you'll get the complete ready-made kit as shown here, and along with that you'll get all the specification sheets and material specifications. So in this section of the video, we'll see what all components are used in this kit and how to assemble these components onto the PCB, what are the functions of each component, and then how do we finalize the connections and check the power supply, and we also will understand how the circuit diagram works. So as you can see, for reference purpose, we have kept a ready-made kit here. Along with which we have all the components separately, along with a battery which is required to power the circuit. So with reference to this kit, we'll now see how these components have to be placed on the general PCB, and then understand the circuit diagram and power supplies. So before moving on to the components, we'll first see how the circuit diagram works. So this is the basic circuit diagram on which this entire kit is based. So as you can see, this is a battery. So two terminals of the battery, positive and negative. So first, the positive terminal is attached to an electrolytic capacitor, which is 1000 microfarad. This is used to remove all the fluctuations in the power supply. If there's any fluctuation or any noise, it removes that particular noise. So the positive terminal of the battery has to be connected to the positive terminal of the electrolytic capacitor, which I'll explain later. And then the voltage regulator IC has 3 terminals, input, ground and output. So the input terminal has to be connected to the positive terminal. The ground has to be connected to the negative terminal. In the same case, the ground terminal or the negative terminal of the capacitor has to be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. And the output of the voltage regulator IC has to be connected to one end of a capacitor, ceramic capacitor, that we'll explain later, and the positive end of an LED, which has to be powered. So along with the LED, we have a resistor. So the negative end of the LED has to be connected to a resistor, and then the other end of the resistor has to be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So this is the ready-made kit. So as you can see, the positive end of the battery is denoted by the red wire. The red denotes the positive and the black denotes the negative. So you can see the first terminal. This is the first terminal of the voltage regulator IC, which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, even the positive terminal of the electrolytic capacitor. This is an electrolytic capacitor. Now this has 2 terminals. Now the stem which is longer in length is the positive terminal. In case both the stems are of equal length, there is a strip on this capacitor which indicates that is a negative terminal. So the positive terminal has to be connected to the positive terminal of the battery. As you can see, this is the positive terminal. And then if you look at the voltage regulator IC, this is the front face with the specifications written on it. The stem which is on the left side is the first stem, which is the input, and then the center one is the ground, and then third stem on the right is the output terminal. So as you can see, the positive terminal is connected to the input, and then the center one is grounded, and the output is connected to the LED. Now this is the LED. So the LED, even the LED has polarity. So the stem which is longer in length is the positive terminal. In case both the stems are of equal length, you'll notice that the bulb of the LED is usually round, but at the negative terminal it gets flat. So you'll have to take care of that. So you have to understand that the positive terminal is connected to the output of the voltage regulator IC, and then the negative terminal is connected to the resistor, and then the other end of the resistor is connected to the ground, is grounded. So this is how your circuit diagram has to be connected. And this is the general PCB on which the connections has to be done. This is the top layer on which the components are inserted, and this is the bottom layer which has the copper patches where the soldering is done. So once you've placed all the components accordingly, you'll have to check the power supply. So for that we'll use this digital multimeter. So the black terminal is a common terminal which has to be connected or attached to the ground of the body of the voltage regulator. So the first terminal gives you the input, as you can see, almost 9 volts, and the output should provide 5 volts. The ceramic capacitor does not have any polarity. Even the resistor, which is a 1K resistor with color code brown, black and red, does not have any polarity. So you can attach or you can insert them in any orientation as you like. And the resistor is used to protect the LED from blowing out. So once you've tested your power supplies, it means that your kit is ready, and you can order this kit from our website kitsguru.com, where you will find 2 versions of the kit. One where you will get all the components separately, as you can see here. So you'll get all the components separately along with the circuit diagram, and you can assemble all the components and solder all the components with the help of this video tutorial. And the second one is you will get this ready-made kit along with all the data sheets. So you can order this kit from our website kitsguru.com.